Today, we're looking at the Iran hostage crisis of 1979. Before we get into the modern day Iran hostage crisis, it's important to understand the historical context behind old Iran. In 1650, it was conquered by the Muslim Empire. It became a Sunni Muslim region of Islamic Empire. By the 1500s, Persia rid itself of Sunni Muslims and established Shia as the official religion, and the new Persian king was known as the Shah. Iran in modern age. In 1905, the Shah had accepted a constitutional democracy. In post World War II, Iran allied itself with the United States over the Soviet Union. In 1925, democracy was overthrown by Reza Khan, who had changed the name from Persia to Iran. A look at Iran's resources. In the early 1800s, Russia wanted access to the Persian Gulf, and the British wanted to keep their trade route to India. In 1908, oil was discovered in Iran, and the British took control over the oil industry, and they also took most of the profits. So we're going to be looking at Reza Shah. Um, this is between 1963 and 1979, and this is known as the White Revolution. And the goal was to modernize Iran. So during this time period, they reduced the power of the clergy, built a national education system, opened the University of Tehran, gave women the right to vote, and ordered the first railroad to cross the country to be built. It was economically successful, but not evenly distributed. In 1979, there was an Islamic revolution in Iran. The Shah was overthrown by Islamic revolutionaries who opposed Western secular policies of the Shah, and the Shah and his family fled the country. So the person that we're going to be looking at is Ayatollah. He was an anti-American cleric, and he returns from exile, and he eventually becomes the new leader. Iranian voters voted yes for the creation of the Islamic Republic of Iran, and it replaced the monarchy with the theocratic republic. And then we enter into the American hostage crisis. The United States refused to recognize the revolution. There were Iranian students who had stormed the US Embassy and captured 52 Americans, and they were held hostage for 444 days. And during that time, all diplomatic ties were cut off by the new Iranian government. There were some demands that the Iranian students had made. The revolutionaries demanded that the Shah is to return to Iran for trial and execution. The Shah had been in the United States seeking treatment for cancer.